Hello and welcome to another video review, this time about the new Riflescope from March, the March X 8-80x56 High Master Majesta. March Riflescopes are made by the company Daeon, which is located in the Suwa region in central Japan, and the company was established in 2004, so they have already a lot of experience producing high quality riflescopes. The parts used in March riflescopes are made only by Japanese manufacturers, so they can more easily guarantee the high quality and also the quality control of the products. Now, the riflescope I have here in front of me has the same magnification than their older model, also 8-80x56, but other than the same magnification, there is nothing the same anymore on the scope. So this newer model is completely redesigned with a completely different optical system inside, which is the High Master optical system, which from what I've heard has between 6 and 8 lenses more than the older models. The older model was in production already more than 10 years, and it was up to today still the highest magnification riflescope on the market. But with this model now, they improved the optical properties a lot. So the entire optical performance is a lot better than the older model. Now the High Master series is also the newest series from March, which now features two Super ED lens elements in the new lens system for even less chromatic aberration than normal ED lenses, and because of that you get even sharper images with more contrast. I think it is also worth mentioning that such riflescopes are also very popular among field target and air rifle competitions, and also in F-class shooting competition. Now, what are the differences to previous model? And the biggest difference is, as I said, the completely redesigned lens system, and also the ocular, which is completely different because it features now 25 degrees wide angle eyepiece, and the old model had a 20 degree eyepiece. Because of that, you get a lot of a lot bigger field of view, which is on the smallest magnification approximately 1 meter bigger field of view than the older model. Now, if you go first to the housing description, first you can notice is the completely new color, the dark gray, which I really like. Then the eyepiece has the same design from the outside, so you can adjust the entire eyepiece for diopter, and it also features this locking ring, which you can screw to the eyepiece, then tied together, and your eyepiece is totally secure. So like this, you don't have to worry that the eyepiece will somehow change during transportation or when shooting. Then the magnification goes, as I said, from 8 all the way to 80 times magnification. So it has a 10 times zoom factor magnification, and the magnification ring feels very smooth, and it is easy to operate also because of the small throw lever. Now with the Riflescope you get also this plastic throw lever, which is really nice, but I think it is not on par with the quality of this Riflescope. For mounting, it is very simple. You just have to click it on and it is already ready to use. So you have even more easier time to operate the Riflescope. The main tube is 34 millimeters, and the entire Riflescope is, as you could expect, rated for even the strongest calibers, so you can use it also on a 50 BMG, and the scope should work perfectly fine. The entire tube is argon purged, so you will get no internal fogging even in very cold environments, and it is also waterproof up to 4 meters of depth. The length of the scope is 420 millimeters, which is quite long, but for the type of shooting you intend with such a Riflescope, I don't think the size matters. Then the weight is 1175 grams, which is quite heavy. For normal type, or how should I say, for most competitions it is not a problem, but if you intend to use the scope on F-class target rifle competitions, you have to look for a quite more lightweight rifle. Then the objective lens diameter is 64 millimeters, and as I said, the scope is completely made in Japan, and it comes with a 10 years warranty. Now about the warranty, I can say from Optics Trade, as I say in all of our videos, we sold a lot of March Riflescopes already, and we didn't get a single Riflescope back for repairs. So I do think this speaks for itself, that the quality of these scopes is on the highest level possible. So after years of use, really no scope came back for repairs. Now the price point of this Riflescope is approximately 5,100 euros, which is really a lot for a Riflescope, but you do get the best of the best on the market, and with a Riflescope really with the highest magnification. Okay, now if we go to the reticle, it is positioned only in the second focal plane, so no first focal plane reticles are available. There are all in all 7 reticles available. 6 of them are available if you choose the turrets in MOA, and 2 are available with mil turrets. The one reticle is available in each configuration. I think here are all the reticles available, and these are all designed for or meant to use with the MOA turret. The V dot is available with mil or MOA turrets, and this one here, the MML V1, is available with mil turrets only. So all in all 7 reticles are available. The scope comes also with a Illumination, which can be pushed, which turns on and off only with the push of a button. And on the side you have 6 intensity settings, which for making the intensity of the illumination. This is also the only real downside, in my opinion, about this scope, because if you look on the target, you adjust your parallax and then you want to change the intensity setting of your illumination, it can easily happen that you change also the parallax. It is not really a big thing, but I think it's worth mentioning. Normally, I do think in most cases the illumination will never be used, because such a riflescope is mainly used during the daytime, in which the illumination is not even visible. The illumination is only low light visible, so during the daytime you will not even see it, especially on a white target. And the battery compartment is located here under this cap, and for the operation you need only one CR2032 battery. The illumination has also an automatic turn off feature, so when you make your last adjustments, after 1 hour the scope shuts the illumination automatically off to save the battery life. Now, on the same turret is also the parallax adjustment, which goes from 10 meters all the way to infinity. And as you can already see, you have for the parallax almost the entire 360-degree turn. So you can really easily fine-tune the parallax to your target, which is especially important for field target competitions, because of which you have to estimate the distance to the target with the parallax. The parallax wheel feels very, very smooth. It goes very easily, and yeah, for the field target users, March already includes this ring, which attaches then on the parallax wheel, and on this wheel you can additionally mount also the big focus wheel, on which you then can mark your distances directly on the wheel. So all in all, the parallax very, very fine-tunable and yeah, perfect, or really high quality feel. Okay, now if we go to the turrets, this scope features the new Shuriken turrets, which are completely new this year from March, and the Shuriken turrets feature this new locking function, which is only this small part on the top, and with just making this small movement you lock the turret in place, and with the movement back you can already make the adjustments. And this design is so good, in my opinion, one of the best, if not the best design on the market. And yeah, it is so good and easy to operate. Yeah, I do think it is much better than the push and pull type of locking found on many other riflescopes currently on the market. The turrets on this scope come either in MOA or in mil. On the MOA version you have 1/8 MOA per click, so in one revolution 10 MOA of travel, so it is a multi-turn turret, and the entire elevation range of this Riflescope is 66 MOA. On the Windage it's 36 MOA, and on the mil versions it's 5 mil the entire turn. The clicks are in 0.05 mil per click, and the entire internal elevation range is 19 mil of travel. And for the Windage, on the mil version it's 10 mil of travel, so 5 in each direction. The turret is, as I said, a multi-turn turret, so you have multiple turns up and down. And for the turn indicator, you have these small lines underneath, which are, in my opinion, perfectly fine for the purpose of use for such a Riflescope. What is also really special is the zeroing. For zeroing, you just have to unscrew these 3 screws, or just loosen them, and then you can move the turret freely so that the zero is facing forwards, like this, and then you can already tighten the 3 screws back in, so they engage the internal parts. The Shuriken turret also has the new zero set or zero stop feature, in which you just have to rotate this middle part with the included tool, or with the just with the some other screwdriver or something different. I can show you this very quickly. If we go completely down with the travel, so this is the complete zero of the scope, and we go back to zero. I make this just for the video purpose, because then I had to screw the inner part completely down. It's much faster like this. So now if we go the direction which is on the Riflescope, then we just tighten the inner part, and if we go back, you see the zero stop is already engaged. So very easy, very fast, and yeah, can be done with a lot of different tools if you don't have this on the range. Okay, now for the Windage Turret. The Windage Turret is also a multi-turn turret, and you have marks up to 10 MOA, or 9, and then is 10 in each direction, which is really great. So you can easily track your clicks. And what is also nice, you have one and almost the second turn, so not whole 2 turns, which indicates that you have to go back, or how should I say, it is much easier to know where your zero is, that you don't make the error of a whole revolution. Also, this turret has turn indicator, or your zero indicator, under the turret, so you can easily find it where your zero is. So like this. Okay, now if we go to the optical performance of this Riflescope, as I said, the magnification 8 to 80 by 56, which is astonishing, and especially if you look one time through the scope, you'll see the scope is on another level, especially on the biggest magnification. The image is still perfectly sharp, especially in the middle. It is bright enough to use also the biggest magnification. The field of view, as I previously said, is much bigger than the older model. On the smallest magnification, so at 8 times, the field of view is 5.45 meters at 100 meters. And on the biggest magnification is 0.54 meters at 100 meters. If you compare this to the older model, on the smallest magnification, the older model has 4.36 meters at 100 meters. So this new model has 1 meter more than the older version. And on the biggest magnification, 0.44 meters at 100 meters, which is exactly 10 centimeters more. The scope has no tunneling effect. The image is very sharp from edge to edge. As I said, in the middle the image is astonishing, it is perfect. Then the eye relief, so the distance to your eye, is from 76 to 92 millimeters, and it's very good. And also the eye box, it's very good on 8 times magnification, and surprisingly good also at 80 times magnification. So very easy to use also on the biggest magnification. All in all, the optical performance is superb. The image is crisp, the color accuracy is perfect, and also the resolution is really good. And again, the field of view of this scope is very good for these magnifications. Okay, now what do you get in the box with the Riflescope? First of all, a cleaning cloth, then flip-up covers made of hard plastic, a sunshade, user's manual with also the owner's manual, many other different information about the scope for mounting and so on, and also for the warranty repair. Then the ring for the parallax wheel, a modifier disc for the objective, and lastly the small tool for making the zero stop. And that I don't forget to mention, also the plastic throw lever. Okay, now for a short summary. First of all, the positives. The design. I really like this gray and black color combination. It is something different on the market. Then the overall build quality. It is on the highest level you can imagine for a Riflescope. So yeah, the build quality is just perfect. I really like that you have a lot of reticle options, so 7 in total, mil and MOA turret versions. I like the turrets as a whole. These new turrets are very good. The clicks are very tactile, feel good. You can make every single click at once without that you accidentally make 2 or 3 clicks. So the turrets are just perfect. Then the locking function, as I said, one of the best, if not the best design of the locking on the market. And 10 times zoom factor magnification for such a high magnification is just astonishing. The image quality, it's just superb. You can compare it even to the other best Riflescopes on the market from other manufacturers, and you'll see the image quality is superb. Then the eyepiece, the wide angle eyepiece is really nice. You get a lot of field of view, and I really like it that it is lockable, so you just make this adjustment once and you lock it in place. And lastly, that you get a lot of different accessories like the flip up cover, sunshade, and so on. It's really a lot which you get with the scope included. Now, where do I see room for improvements? I would say weight, because if you have a limitation in weight, I think this Riflescope is too heavy, because with 1000, almost 1200 grams, it is a lot heavier than some other scopes on the market. And the second thing is the illumination. When you want to change the illumination, that the parallax rotates. I think this could be done somehow differently. Even though I do think for the purpose this scope is designed, you will never need the illumination. Okay, now what is the competition of this Riflescope? If we consider the big magnification and all the features this scope has, I do think this scope is in a class of its own, because other scopes are mainly designed only for target shooting with capped turrets and so on, and this scope features really everything with locking function, with tactical turrets. So yeah, I do think it is in a class of its own. Okay, this was a video review of the March X 8280x56 High Master Majesta. If you have any additional questions, click the link below, and if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.